Hey everyone, it's Deborah. Today we're going to talk about adult children who really are not in communication with their parents. This seems to be a very big issue right now. I'm reading about it in the news. So many children are, or I should say adult children are not calling or talking to their parents. And there was a time in my life where I had to stop communicating with my mother. We were always at conflict. And then when I turned 36, I just got tired of the tension and the stress, and I just looked at our relationship with a different light and said, I'm not going to let her dictate my happiness or mess with my mojo, and I'm just going to look at the positive aspects of her and not the negative. And from that point on, we got along much better when I changed my perspective of how to deal with her. I never had that kind of problem with my father at all. He was a man of few words, but when he did talk, you did listen. But there are times when I haven't heard from my son for months, to where I didn't even know if he was alive or not, I had to call some of his friends. And my daughter sometimes goes months. But my friend told me, oh, don't worry, they'll come back into your life when they want something. And she's right. She's right. But let me tell you what, when it's all said and done and you don't have a mom or a dad, you will regret that for sure. You will regret not keeping those lines of communication on, because now there is times where some people are so toxic that I forgive too much. I forgive way too easily, and then I get burned again, and then I go, why did I do that? Why did I fall for it again? This happens to me over and over and over again, and it's called devaluing. When they call you a name or criticize you. And I try to set up boundaries, but then I look at it and I go, do I really want to be that person that is cutting all ties? Do I want to keep the lines open? I think to a certain point you should, but when someone is so toxic that every conversation, every visit is turmoil, and it just upsets you and you cry. So I don't know where to draw the line. I don't.